Country music superstar Garth Brooks, the single best-selling country music star of all time, and in fact, I think he's the second best-selling musician of all time, right behind the Beatles, has stepped in it big time. He stepped in it just a few days ago talking about how his bar was going to serve Bud Light. Now, that wasn't my problem with what he said. That wasn't my problem. My problem was that he decided to call everyone that has decided to boycott Bud Light assholes. He drew that line in the sand. He made the definitive line that he wanted to go after people that had a different opinion than him. And now, with the response to that, because he got a lot of criticism for that stance, and now he's come out and made it even worse. Garth Brooks is going to get destroyed over this. Now, just to clarify, I've been listening to Garth Brooks for a long time. He has always been one of my favorite musicians. I've always loved this man's music. I am done with him because you don't sit there and get to draw the line in the sand on this topic and then play the fake victim and then try and do your BS. I've known Garth Brooks has been this way for a long time, but this is the most obvious example of it right here, and his response makes it even worse. Garth Brooks will sell Bud Light, doubles down on decision to have beer at bar. He said, "I love diversity." That's what he said. Well, let's see how that goes for you, Garth. Garth is still singing the tune to his 1992 classic We Shall Be Free, which is a great song. The singer-songwriter is reiterating his choice to sell Bud Light beer at his new Nashville bar. Friends in low places amid the months-long conflict with Anheuser-Busch-owned company. Last week, Brooks told Billboard that his bar would be a safe space where every brand of beer would be sold, promoting more conversation on the topic. On Monday, Brooks addressed a media stir, sharing that at the crux of his decision was staying true to himself. Diversity, inclusiveness, that's me. That's always been me, he said on his live stream inside Studio G. I get it. Everybody's got their opinions, but inclusiveness is always going to be me. I think diversity is the answer to the problems that are here and the answer to the problems that are coming. I love diversity, all inclusive, so all are welcome. I understand that might not be other people's opinion, but that's okay, man. They have their opinions, they have their beliefs, I have mine. Then why did you call them assholes? Why did you decide to draw a definitive line in the sand for people that disagreed with you? Because everything you're saying is a bullshit right now. Also, if you love everybody, man, if you just love everybody, man, why did you reject the invite to go and perform at President Trump's inauguration, but you had no problem showing up to Obama's and Biden's? Why is that? Because you're a coward, that's why. Because you're a coward. Because you care about what these left-wing lunatics have to say. That's the problem. Maybe if you actually, believed in what you said, then you would actually go perform for whatever president asked you, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to respect the office of the presidency, but Garth Brooks can't claim that, can he? No. So no, your bullshit about inclusiveness and diversity and representation, garbage. No one is buying that. Garth Brooks is going to get annihilated for this, and he deserves so. Brooks then gave another example of why he's offering the beer that country musicians, including John Wrench, have chosen not to sell at their bars. I'm a bar owner, Brooks shared. Are we going to have the most popular beers in the thing? Yes. It's not our call if we don't or not. It's the patrons' call, the bosses, right? Bring them in there. If they don't want it, then I got to go to the distributor saying, man, your stuff's not selling. And then the action gets taken, right? But the truth is, in those people's, and those people in those seats that make those decisions, and that's what Friends in Low Places is going to be. That's fine. No one is arguing that. I'm not arguing that. Maybe other people are. I'm not. I'm saying, why, if you are Mr. All-Inclusive, everybody's welcome, why, when people had a different opinion, did you trash them? Were you going to go out and talk about the Summer of Love? You want to talk about the people that are out there burning cities to the ground? You want to take a hard stance on that? No, you won't, because you're a fucking coward. And that's my problem. You want to take hard stances when it's acceptable by the powers that be, but you won't take a hard stance when it's clear what needs to be called out, but you won't do it because you're a coward. And that is my big problem with all of this. It drives me crazy. I'm glad we have John Rich, who actually has some balls I'm glad we have Kid Rock who actually has some balls because we know where they stand. They don't try to hide behind diversity, inclusion, and representation. We know where they stand. They draw their hard line and they don't mince words. They're not trying to fool anybody. You can agree or disagree, and that's fine, but you don't have to wonder where they stand. Garth Brooks this just drives me crazy. I tweeted this out. At Garth Brooks is a pathetic coward. My good friend, Angry Joe, decided to retweet me. No, he's not. Actually, seems pretty bold to me standing up to the morons in his fan base who get upset over stupid shit like this. It's a fucking beer can. Gays drink beer too. Plus, nothing wrong with diversity, which is what he said. Good for him. Hashtag stupid ass culture wars. Hashtag y'all are sad. So I just responded to Joe. Just said, don't care, still voting for Trump. And Joe doesn't understand. What does it got to do with Trump? What is it? And I was like, welcome to what we've been dealing with for years. Exactly. What does it have to do with Trump? It has everything to do with Trump. Everything. All of this is happening because of that. That is just a fact. But I'll leave more of that discussion over for my D-Day Cobra channel. But I wanted to cover this Garth Brooks situation. Again, as a mega fan of this guy, I've been listening to him for a long time. And it's just sad to see where he is at this point in time and how pathetic he's become. But this is the world we live in now. And we're going to continue to be disappointed by many of these people. So don't have your faith in them at all. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.